Good morning and welcome to Talkative Thursdays. And today's vlog, today's topic is I will be discussing the pros and cons of working in a factory. And before I get into it, you guys, I just want to throw out there that this is from my own personal experience as well as my opinion. I didn't do any detailed research about the factory life or anything like that, so I just want to throw that out there. So, yes, let's begin. You guys, before we dive into it, let me get a bit of a background description at the particular factory that I'm talking about. I am talking about AG, which I used to work from 2015 up until 2017, and basically I was on first shift, so there was 7 to 3 o'clock. 7 to 3 o'clock. As well as I was in the sorter department. So basically, at that time, we had like 5 job duties, and it was sorter, feeder, floater, um, packer, and buffer. And with those job descriptions, they did every week rotate us so we won't burn out so quick on doing the same job duties and stuff, and being able to give everybody an equal chance to, do the different variety of uh, jobs. Um, yeah. So, and we also had 5 sorters, which is like each sorter had its own section of, like I said, feeder, sorter, packer, floater, buffer, and stuff like that. So, yeah. And let me kind of describe what each job description is. So, a feeder is basically when it requires 2 people, and you basically at the top of the stairs, and it's like a table, but you got 2 machines on each side because you it's boxes of cards that got numbers on them that come up from the buffer up to the feeder, and it stops and it tells you how it tells you the amount of cards that you gotta dump and feed into the machine. So, like I said, it requires 2 people with that. A packer, of course, is the description what it is. The packer is like at the bottom, not exactly underneath the stairs, but at the on the floor, basically making up their boxes, um, tagging their boxes, labeling their boxes, putting the cards in the boxes because the cards do go from the feeder into the chutes where you take the cards at the chutes. It's like a little open and close box type of thing, and you just set the cards in there a certain way and stuff like that. And it's one on the front side and it's one on the back side. So, yeah. Um, with that, a sorter is basically someone that's standing at the table. So, the person that stands at the table, the sorter, I think that's what it's called. I might be wrong, you guys. If I am, I do apologize. But some cards either get jammed, or it might not read the card correctly or something like that, and it'll just all the cards will fall on the table. So you'll have to scan the card to see what the number is. Write the number on the back of the card, and you sorting it up. So once you get all the all the cards sorted up, you put it in this little box and you send it on to the buffer. And I'll get to that in a minute. Cause some days when you on that table, some days it be smooth as butter, and then some days it be chaotic because it be like 100 plus cards I fall down on a damn table. So you will have to get help. But anyways, and you gotta let the feeders know to stop the machine because all the cards then fell on the table. So yeah. So now it's on to the buffer. The buffer is where those box of cards get sent out. And basically with the buffer it's like four lines, and they going like on this assembly line. And you got two ends that basically start one line, but you have to like say the first line is done. You gotta close that first line and open that second line, so the second, row of on that line can start flowing and stuff like that. I'm trying to give y'all a good description. Now, the ones that have worked at AG before, y'all know what I'm talking about. But for the ones, I'm trying to give y'all some type of illustration, some type of picture in your mind, so you can kind of, did I say mind? I'm sorry, in your mind. That way you can kind of picture it and see what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. So yeah, and you basically got to keep an eye on your line when you're in the buffer, because the boxes can get jammed up in that way, and then like say you just on the first line, some of them boxes from the third or fourth line can shoot out and mess your what I want to say, your not only your flow, but mess up your order up and your numbers up, and this a whole nother cause a disaster itself. Put it like that. I'm trying to say catastrophe, but I can't get it out. But yeah, so basically that's what it is. And like I said, the box of cards that come to you from the table, you gotta put them in order because all the boxes are labeled, and the cards that the person from the table, from the sorter, sent out to you, they supposed to have, the numbers and stuff on there. But it's pretty chill. But anyways, let me see. I said feeder, packer, sorter, buffer. Okay, and the last thing is the floater. The floater is like um the leader, because with a floater, it says, just as it says, you flown around. You basically have to take people's spots. Like if they gotta go to a restroom and stuff like that. You gotta make sure you have water, ice water, in that big old orange giant keg. Cause y'all, it be hot up in that motherfucker and you get dehydrated real quick. So you gotta make sure you do that. You just gotta make sure everything is in order, as well as you gotta make sure that cause you do have a walkie-talkie, so the feeder person is gonna communicate with you. Cause I forgot to mention, the people up at the feeder, they got walkie-talkie. So like if they need certain cards, then that means you gotta go to a different department where all the cards are organized, and you gotta go and find that number of cards, that many cards. You know what I'm saying, like that. So yeah, that's basically what it was. So there's a lot of job duties, but like I said, they rotate us every week. So I just want to give a background description of that. So moving forward, so the cons, like I want to get into first, for me, is we didn't have an hour lunch. We only had like 30-35 minutes. So we basically trying to hurry up and rush and eat. We did have like, I ain't gonna say no lunchroom. It was like something like a cafeteria, but of course it wasn't nobody to that you can buy food from. You had to like kind of buy food out of the little vending machines. That's if you didn't bring your own lunch. But I didn't like the lunchtime because you just basically trying to hurry up and eat, rush and eat, and boom, you gotta hurry up and be out on that floor, or you're gonna get in trouble. Now, if you had to go to the restroom or whatever, they might not say nothing to you, but yeah. Um, a second con is like doing all those job duties. Like even though they rotated us, like I still feel like I was getting burnt out on them because I got tired instead of doing the same thing over and over. Um, being on my feet for 8 hours, um, sometimes 12s. I just tired. Like, factory jobs, it'll burn you out. Like, it really will burn you out. And yeah. So I think that's all the cons for me. If I could think of another con, then I'll let y'all know. But that's pretty much all the cons for me. So let's go into the pros. So with some factories, they do have great, awesome benefits, meaning you well taken care of, like um, healthcare, vision, dental, life insurance. You can also get that for your family, 401k plans, retirement and savings plans, like all of that good stuff. Excuse me, you guys. As well as bonuses. Now, with AG, I don't think we got a bonus. Since when I was working there, I never did get a bonus. So yeah, um, paid on holidays. To be honest, I don't remember no holiday pay or anything like that. But the pros, y'all, uh, cause that's what we're talking about. You get like a week or two off when holidays coming up, and that's one thing like I really loved and enjoyed because like in retail, you don't get no week or no 2 weeks off. You just don't get it. The only way you get that is like if you got enough PTO to do that, and that's the only way you'll be able to take those many days off. But yeah, the 1 to 2 weeks holiday little vacation. Um, let me see. As well as you can request to get overtime. I liked it there too about factory. What else I liked about factory? That was pretty much it on the pros. Um, as well as the cons. I don't think I have any more cons. I don't think I have any more pros. But yeah. So let me know. Hit that comment box below, you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know how the factory life was for you. If you ever worked at a factory, or what do you expect if you do decide to work at a factory? What do you think that factories need to start doing more that they don't do or haven't started doing? Let me know some of your pros and your cons of factory life for you. Like, just blow my comment box up. And before I end this, please like and subscribe as well, you guys. I'm trying to get my supporters on up. Please help support me. But yeah, you guys, thank you for always taking out your time to support your girl, to watch me. Like I tell y'all, like I really do appreciate that because y'all don't have to take out y'all time a day to watch me, and I do appreciate the ones that are doing it. Thank you. And I shall see you guys later in the next video.